Your dog is staring at you right now, or they were an hour ago, or they'll be doing it the moment you look up from this video. And you've probably wondered, what do they want? Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Are they just watching you? Here's what most people never find out. Your dog isn't just looking at you. They are communicating with you in one of the most sophisticated ways any animal has ever communicated with another species. And the reason behind each type of stare tells you something completely different about how your dog feels about you in that exact moment. Miss the meaning, and you miss your dog entirely. There are 7 types of dog stares, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Especially number 5, because that one isn't about you at all. 1. The love stare. You know this one. You're sitting on the couch, doing nothing in particular, and you glance over to find your dog just looking at you, calm, still, completely focused on your face. This is not random. This is one of the most meaningful things your dog can do. In 2015, a study published in Science, one of the most respected scientific journals in the world, found that when dogs and their owners make eye contact, both experience a significant rise in oxytocin, the same hormone that floods a mother's brain when she looks at her newborn baby. Think about that. Your dog looks at you, and their brain releases the bonding chemical, not because you gave them food, not because you said their name, just because you were there. Wolves, the ancestors of domestic dogs, don't do this with humans. This ability developed specifically through thousands of years of dogs living alongside people. Your dog evolved to love you with their eyes. So the next time you catch that soft, steady gaze from across the room, hold it. Blink slowly. Let the moment happen. Because your dog isn't staring. They're saying something they have no other way to say. 2. The what's next stare. This stare has a different energy. Ears slightly forward. Body tense with readiness. Eyes tracking your every move. Your dog has learned something most people don't realize. You're completely predictable. The way you reach for your keys before a walk. The way you open a specific drawer before feeding time. The way you stand upright before you call them. Dogs read human body language better than almost any other animal on Earth, including other humans. A study from the Max Planck Institute found that dogs follow human pointing gestures more accurately than chimpanzees do, even young puppies with no training. They're wired to read us. When your dog stares at you with that alert, ready expression, they're not being demanding. They're doing what they do best, watching you for information so they can be ready for whatever comes next. It's actually a sign of deep attentiveness. Your dog is paying more attention to you in those moments than most people pay to anything. 3. The asking stare. Let's be honest. You know this one. The chin might be resting on your knee. The eyes are wide and soft and slightly heartbreaking. And they've been in exactly the same position for 3 minutes. This is your dog's most deliberate communication. They know what they want. They know you have it. And they've learned, probably from experience, that this particular look sometimes works. Animal behaviorists call this referential communication. Your dog isn't just feeling something. They're consciously directing your attention towards something they want you to do about it. That's a cognitive skill that places dogs in a very small group of animals capable of intentional, directed communication with another species. And if you think that's impressive, wait until we get to number 5. Because there is one stare on this list that has nothing to do with wanting something from you, and it might be the most important one of all. If this video is making you see your dog differently, hit like and subscribe. Every dog owner needs to know this. 4. The stressed stare. Not all stares are warm. This one looks different, and it's critical that you learn to recognize it. A stressed stare is hard and unblinking. The body goes still, not relaxed still, but rigid still. The whites of the eyes might show at the edges. The mouth is closed and tight. When your dog stares this way at another dog, at a stranger, at something in the environment, it is a warning signal. In canine communication, a hard, sustained, unblinking stare is a direct challenge. It is one of the final signals before a dog escalates physically. Most owners miss this completely because it looks so quiet. There's no barking, no growling, just that frozen, locked stare. But behaviorists and trainers know, if you see this stare and don't intervene, what comes next is almost always an escalation. The fix requires practice, but the principle is simple. Learn to read your dog's stare in context. Soft eyes, relaxed body, that's connection. Hard eyes, still body, that's a dog on the edge. Create distance, redirect their attention, and let the moment diffuse. Your job isn't to correct the stare. Your job is to remove the pressure before it builds. 5. The stare you didn't know existed. This one most people never see, because it almost always happens when you're not watching. Dogs sometimes sit beside their owners, especially sleeping owners, and stare at their face for extended periods. Not asking for anything, not alerting to anything, just watching. Behaviorists studying dog behavior with low-light cameras have documented this repeatedly. A dog will wake in the night, move close to their sleeping owner, and simply observe them. Researchers believe this is connected to the same vigilance behavior dogs show toward pack members they feel responsible for protecting. In pack dynamics, watching over a sleeping companion is protective behavior. It's care expressed through attention. Your dog isn't staring because something is wrong. They're staring because to them, you're worth watching over. You will almost certainly never catch your dog doing this, but it's happening. 6. The mirror stare. You didn't say anything. You didn't move differently. You just feel off today, anxious, tired, sad, and somehow your dog knows. They're watching your face. Dogs have a specialized ability to read human facial expressions that researchers have studied for years. A 2016 study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs look at human faces the same way humans do, focusing first on the eyes, then the mouth, then the rest of the face. They're reading your emotional state with a level of precision that genuinely surprises scientists. When your dog stares at you in these quiet, searching moments when nothing is happening but they won't look away, they are picking up signals you didn't know you were sending. The slight tension in your jaw, the way your shoulders are sitting, the rhythm of your breathing. They're not worried, they're just with you, paying attention in the only way they know how. 7. The goodbye stare. You're putting on your shoes, grabbing your bag, and your dog is watching every movement with an expression you can't quite read. This stare isn't asking you to stay. They've learned that doesn't work. What they're doing is something quieter and more profound. Research on dog attachment, including a significant 2020 study in the journal Current Biology, shows that dogs form genuine attachment bonds with their owners. Your departure isn't just inconvenient. It's a disruption to the most important relationship in their world. The goodbye stare is your dog encoding you, memorizing the way you look as you leave, holding onto the last image of you before you're gone. Some researchers believe it connects to the same process that makes dogs recognize their owners after long separations, that extraordinary memory that keeps you real to them even when you are absent. They're not being dramatic. They're just making sure they don't forget you. And here's what that means practically. Don't make the goodbye a big emotional event. Don't draw it out with long farewells that raise their anxiety. Keep it calm and brief, a quiet word, a gentle touch, and leave with confidence. Your dog reads your energy. A calm departure tells them this is normal, and they are coming back. Because to your dog, you're not just a person who feeds them. You're the whole point of the day. And every time you leave, they hold on to the last image of your face until you walk back through that door. If this changed the way you see your dog's eyes, share this with someone who loves their dog. Because once you understand what they're actually saying, you can never go back to not knowing.